was looking for a car and we found another AMG. 100% certain this is the absolute cheapest. So these cars are so cool. It doesn't smell funny in here. Related seats. It has paddle shifters and it has this. We're going to go get another really rare car, cheapest titled in the country. It's a 1967 Rolls Royce. So I'm in the Jeep. We're heading down to Lakeland, but I messed up. I should have got gas when I could have, and I thought that I would just make it by, and I routed on Apple Maps and it took me to like the middle of nowhere, and there's no gas station here, and the next closest one is 7.9 miles away, and I'm on the little line, so we will see. All right, cool. So I made it to the gas station. It wasn't on Apple Maps, I just happened to see it, so there's that. But I'm gonna try and get as much gas as we can. No, I typically don't tell my customers at the shops to do this, but I gotta drive. I don't have time for this shit. I just talked to the builder of the SLK events, and he said that definitely, because we're going to be down in that part, in those parts, that we should just come on by and check out the progress on the SLK. I don't think that he's going to be able to start it today because it's not to that point, but we will be able to show you some pretty wild progress, so that'll make for a really good time. But definitely liking this traveling around car thing. I got the trailer and I'm here. I've already gone inside. It's a big thing. It's a really big car, but so it's a lot of money for the car. No, I'm kidding, but seriously, it's in the shop and I gotta get all this stuff out, or I'm gonna help the guy. Here's the car. That's Mark. He's the guy selling it. He's been collecting for a few years, but it should be a good time. So we're gonna try and get on the trailer and see you guys updated. Hey guys, what's going on? Sorry about that. So I'm sure that my camera died. I haven't been able to view any footage because I don't have my computer with me, because again, I didn't plan on doing any of this. I got the Rolls Royce on the trailer. It's hilarious because I think that if it was any longer, if this was not a Cloud but a Phantom, it wouldn't have fit. Like, that's crazy. So I've got like 4 feet of overhang, but no cop has said anything yet, so that's good. And it's like 4,600 pounds, so it's a very heavy car for 1968, at least for being a quote-unquote aluminum body. I don't know how aluminum this body is with rust, so I'm not sure that the guy that sold it to me knew it to be aluminum. And I think that the hood is fiberglass, but he swears it's not, so we will see. I don't know. Anyways, I'll be honest, guys, I'm gonna tell you right now, I've already sold this car. I've just got to go get the registration done in Georgia, which should be easy. I just have to do this inspection with the police officer just to make sure like the VIN plates haven't been altered and things like that. And then he signs a form, and then I go to the tag office and present the bill of sale, and then they give me a registration, because you still don't get a title in Georgia. So I think you just get the registration in your name, and then you can go and do whatever you want with it on a bill of sale, as long as you have the registration. I don't know. We're gonna find out. I haven't even got to that yet. But right now we're gonna go get in the Jeep and we're gonna go over to Vince's shop and check out the SLK progress, and maybe have him diagnose all the issues on the Jeep really quick, as quick as he can. So we'll see. Vince is really cool. You guys will like him, and we'll go from there. Okay, I'll see you soon. We made it, guys. This is Vince. So, dude, let's do it. Let's go see it. Is it in this shop? It's in that shop. Oh. No, that's cool.
Way cleaner.
So you changed this?
Yeah. So I got to get a bolt because this is longer, obviously.
Yeah.
This hole is not threaded for this extra bolt, so I'm going to thread it.
Oh, really?
Get a bolt and put it in there. Yeah,
damn,
so this way it looks pretty.
That'd
take me 2 seconds. Just put the new gaskets on, front seal, all that good stuff's done.
Wait, where's this other car you got towed in?
That one is at the same place this got, or you met me at.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So,
where's the blower?
These are old.
Okay.
I'll get you new ones. These
So
are off the radiator.
Oh, it looks so good. So silvery.
Way better, right?
Yeah, so much better.
Much better. So, I got new vacuum caps.
Yeah, bro.
All that good stuff.
Love that.
Your clothes
Or somewhere.
are in the back of my car.
Oh, you take them home?
Yeah, I don't want to get them smashed up.
That's fine.
Came out good.
Oh, shit, dude.
Yeah, so
Oh, you got a little mobile, work?
station going on right now.
Oh, for real?
Yeah. So
You got and do like work it on the go?
sometimes, yeah.
That's dope.
Every once in a while, I will.
Yeah. I love it. Oh, dude, it's nice.
This will all be wet sanded.
I love
Nice
it.
and chrome. It's
I
gonna
love
be
it.
so good.
I'm pumped. God damn. Okay.
Looks good.
Okay. Looks good.
Real good.
Oh, it just fits in just like that?
Yes, sir.
Oh, girl. Okay.
Look at that. That's perfection. Gorgeous.
Wow. All right, so walk me through everything that is involved with this so that other people know why it's not a $300
Just swap.
do it in 3 days sort of thing.
Gotcha. So with the 171, the timing cover is going to be different. Any of the 113.
Okay, so wait, hold up. So show me what is different.
So this idler has 2 bolt holes that aren't originally on this cover. So you have to drill, tap, and get your own bolts to put those in there. Thermostat housing is totally different.
Do you have the old thermostat?
I do.
So show them why this has to be changed.
So this has to be changed because the factory routing here butts up against the bottom of the clutch.
Yeah, of the blower.
Of the blower, exactly.
Yeah.
So on the 113Ks, they use an elongated neck
It goes to the side.
that comes out to the side
Now,
underneath
can
the oil
you
cooler.
use the factory, like from a non-M113 hose?
No. You also
So you
have to do the
use
hose
it
as well, yeah.
From like a G, well, depending on the chassis.
Any 55 car. Any upper hose will work.
And then the water pump has to be changed.
Yeah, the water pump's got to be changed.
It's right here because it's missing the idler.
So on the
tab.
113K, on the casting, you're going to have another ear that looks like this that's going to come out about here. And it's going to have
A
area
threaded,
for, threaded
little
thread
feet,
slot there.
and it goes
for-
like right here.
Yep, absolutely.
area?
So it'll line your double idler up right above the alternator.
Gotcha. What is that for? I always wondered. Is that for the oil cap?
Nope, it's a little platform for this to sit down on.
Anyway, sorry, I get distracted. But okay, so you have to line up the pins on the crank.
Yeah, so we've all heard the horror stories of crankshaft boys.
Let's assume we have it, because I don't know shit.
Okay, you can pin the cranks and you drill a hole, not all the way through, but you countersink a drill bit in there, and you can put like a dowel pin, basically, almost like a rivet, and you press them in there, and that ensures that it's not going to move on you.
Okay.
What ends up happening is still, if you don't line it up, you smash that keyway in against the flange of the crank.
Okay.
And when that happens, you get metal in the motor.
Right.
The keyway falls in the motor.
And the pulley slips?
The pulley slips, or it will just completely shear and round itself out. So always remove anything in the front to give you that perfect line of sight. So.
And how do they do it at the dealership? Like
same way.
Same way.
They're gonna line it up to where they've got a perfect line of sight.
Right.
So they can slide it on. So these aren't, when they go on, they're not pressed on very, very hard. You can actually wiggle them with your hand, you know. This one, sometimes you need to use a puller just to initially pop them loose, and then you can pull them off my hand. Yours I was able to just
slide it out.
Walk it off.
Really?
You know what I mean?
Wow.
So when you're aligning them, that makes it a little bit easier because you can slide it all the way down and feel for that keyway.
Okay. And is there a, sorry to interrupt, is there a timing advance marker?
Yes, so this, when you're doing these motors, and let's say you're doing a set of cams or any type of timing chain service, you're going to want to rotate the motor to this 40 mark, and you're going to line it up with this mark right here. So this tells you pretty much where the crank's at when you're timing that stuff together. So
I'll be honest, guys, like you've seen some of my other videos, I'm somewhat savvy. I know that there's a little group of guys that'll probably say I'm not, and they're probably just joking, but the long and the short is that this is a really niche market group of people that know how to do this. It took me a while to even find vents, just because there's such misinformation about these cars and about Mercedes tuning. And I remember when I was in high school like 10 years ago, and you know, modern EFI Mercedes tuning wasn't even that old. Right.
We were still kind of getting into it.
I mean, but people were messing with these, with K swaps then, not swaps, but K cars then.
Right.
And even then, like, if you look, when I was looking at like Rentec or some of these really well-known brands, the cost of tuning,
it was astronomical.
I mean, I'm looking at Rentec when I'm in high school on like maybe the first DSL setup I had, got off that 52K.
Yep.
But it was like some of these packages. I think the tuning alone was like no.
They were more.
Way more. It was like $2,800 or something crazy. And there's people out there that'll tune your car for $300 or $400, no problem, on a dyno. But it just is not the same with Mercedes, and the reason why is because there's a lot more time invested and limited resources. A lot of these guys that are doing like vents have to learn how to do this themselves, without anyone teaching them, without any online resources available. So what you're paying for isn't just someone to turn a wrench or someone to plug in a laptop. It's the experience and the know-how that when you drop it off, you're not gonna get a call in 6 months after you almost forgetting about the car saying, screw that, you know, there's nothing I can do, the car's in a million pieces. You want someone that knows how to overcome every obstacle, and that's why I chose not to do this myself, because I want to learn, but I don't want to spend the time. I've got other stuff that I've got to do. So sure, it's fun doing that kind of stuff, but in the long run, it's not worth it. It's not worth your headache. It's not worth your time. So bring it to someone like Vince, and he'll be able to do everything all at once. Not just that, but from everything I've seen so far, the level of attention that Vince has given this car is insane. Anyways, what I was saying was that you would think that this harness is actually OEM to this car, and it is now, but this is actually an E55 harness. Like, if I was to do all this over again, I probably would have spent about the same amount of money, but I wouldn't have had any wait time.
Right.
Had I just bought a whole donor car. I'm sure that a lot of you are probably wondering what I've been wondering this whole time, and we are going to see. And Vince assures me that I have nothing to worry about, so I'm not. He tells me that the ECU from the E55 with, like I was telling you, some of those know-hows and things that you can't just buy. You can't buy experience. You can't buy knowledge.
Do it, fail, do it again, fail.
All right, guys, so I think that we're done for the day. I had to go buy a charger for the GoPro. Keep having GoPro problems, video problems. I'm about to go back to Atlanta. Vince is gonna finish up the car. Like, it looks like everything's here. The only thing we're waiting on is the water pump and what was the other thing? And these fittings for the oil filter housing fittings, because the factory line is intersecting. And I'm sure that if I had enough time, I could probably find a way to like bend the line well enough to make it fit, but it'll just look better this way, I think, anyways. And that was it.